Hey teachers, this is Kara from Create Your Balance with Literacy, and today I'm going to talk to you about my center templates and my center rotation for my literacy centers. So this is my rotation chart, and you can see that I have about 20 center cards on here. So I'm going to go through each center with you and let you know what they are. And if you notice over here, there's number cards, and so each week I switch these cards around. And for the whole week, these numbers for these kids have a choice of these 4 centers for the whole week. These numbers of these kids have these choices of centers for the whole week. So they have 4 centers in their row. They have to stay in their row. So this one is the kitchen. This is author center. This is calendar. This one is geography. This one is math. This one is writing. This one is poetry and science. This one is word work. This one is library, felt board, and finger puppets. This one is theme, read and write the room, big books, and technology. And this one is art, construction, STEM, drama, and listening. Now, when I go to the centers, they have a checklist that's in their center folder, and it looks like this. So every single card that's up here also has a picture on their center checklist. So their challenge is for the whole month is to try to get through all of these centers in the whole month. And every time they complete a center, they color it in, like you can see on here. Okay, so at the top it says center checklist, and it has the month of September and then the name of the student. So I'm going to go through each of the templates with you so you know what they do for each center. So this is the writing center. At the writing center, they can pick out a sticker and they can write a sticker story. And so since this is the beginning of the year, they don't have to write a whole story. They can just write a sentence about their picture. So they color it and outline it, and then they shade the background. So this is the writing center. This is the geography center. And so they pick a country. I have boxes of different countries around the world. They pick a country, they draw the flag and something inside of the box. And it says, what is the name of your country or continent? And they wrote Germany. And then is this a country or continent? And then they wrote country. So they have different boxes of countries like Mexico, Holland, and United States, Germany. This is the listening center. And for the listening center, I have a QR code that they scan with the camera for their iPad. And I recorded a video on Screencastify. And so they can listen to the story. This was called Applesauce Day. They write the title, the author, the genre, then they illustrate the beginning, middle, and end of the story. This is finger puppets. Finger puppets are just little puppets that you can put on your fingers, and they can tell a story, and then they can draw the picture, and then they write a sentence about the story that they told. Here's another finger puppets. This child went to finger puppets twice during this month. This is the Drama Center. Drama Center is all about my puppets. So I have like Prince and Princess, Dragon, King and Queen, a horse, a frog, a cow. So they can tell a story with any of their puppets. So this one was a dragon and a frog. What is the title of your play? So they put the dragon and the frog. Where is the setting? She said, by the river. What is the problem? And they write the problem. What is the solution? And then what is the genre? Fiction. This is the Science Center. I have different baskets of different science things that they can look at. For example, the ocean, rocks and fossils, machines, magnets, insects, rainforest, and then all the different kinds of skeletons, bones that they can look at. So they illustrate a picture of their favorite part, and then they write a sentence about it. This one is construction or STEM. So I have Lincoln Logs, I have blocks, I have magnetic tiles, I have Play-Doh, so they can illustrate what they created that day. And what did you build? She said she built a park. And how did you build it? She built it with blocks. Oh, here's another writing center template for my poem. She wrote a poem about a duck for the writing center. This is the Big Book Center. So they write the title, the author, the genre of the big book that they chose. They write it, they color a picture of it, their favorite part, and then they write the sentence about their picture. This is Calendar Center. And so they draw the numbers for the calendar so that they write the numbers, and they can illustrate, shade, and color the month of whatever month it is. This is Read and Write the Room. So I have pointers that they can pick out, and then they go around the room and they write words that they are reading around the room. So they make a list of 6 words, and then they write a sentence with one of the words that they picked out. This is the Art Center, and I have one of those read, write, draw books that I have open to different pages. And so this one was an apple tree, so they can draw and illustrate an apple tree, and I change it to whatever the theme is or whatever the month is. This is Library Center, so we read Owen, and then they put the title, author, genre, and illustrate beginning, middle, and end. The library template is very similar to the Listening Center template. This is poetry, so they pick out a special poem in the Poetry Center. I have tons of poems they can choose from. They write the title, and they can write the poem, and then they illustrate a picture to go with the poem. This is author study. So our author for September was Kevin Hinks, and so they illustrate his picture, because I have a picture of him on the board, and then they write the title of his favorite book that they read, and then they write a sentence about it. This is Math Center. So I have a lot of different activities in the Math Center, and they're going to check off which activity they played with that day, and then it says, what activity will you complete next time? She said clock. This is the Theme Center, and the Theme Center goes along with whatever theme that we're doing right now. So we just finished doing a farmhouse theme, so she drew a picture of a lamb, and then she wrote a sentence about the lamb, and my Theme Center changes between science and social studies every 2 to 3 weeks. This is WordWork. So on WordWork, they can make different words. They wrote a list of words they made with the magnetic letters or the word sorts, and then they draw a picture of their favorite part that they did. This is the kitchen. So on kitchen, they can illustrate first, then, next, and last. This was how to make bacon and eggs. And since this is the beginning of the year, I just told them to write the first word of the sentence for right now, but then later on, they can write the whole sentence as they get better at writing. And then this was the Felt Board Center. So I have different felt board characters they can choose from. This was the rainbow fish. The character was the fish. The setting was the ocean. And then they illustrated the picture at the bottom. So they shaded the background. So at the end of the month, they turn in this whole packet for bonus bucks. I give out a bonus buck for each center that is completed and colored. And so this child earned $20 for 20 completed center pages. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.